Hey gang, Brad with Rice is More Than Floors, and today I'm going to give you an amazing tool. Quick start here on this Zip Level 2000. This is the 150-foot version here. Got probably, I think I paid around $1,000 for it. So you can get it online. We're not affiliated with them. We don't sell them. But at any rate, this was made for engineers. This was made for landscapers. This base unit is going to work with what's in front here, the measurement module, to give you elevations. So it's going to give you all the elevations of the floor, so you can tell is it 3/16 and 10 feet, or if it isn't, what kind of volume of self-leveler are you going to need. And you can do this up front. You can do it on a floor like this that's ready to go with no flooring, or you can go on a floor that most floors that have floor covering already. That's a whole nother video, so we'll talk about that later. But that's what we're learning. We're only 3 weeks into this, mind you. But this thing is a game changer. Some of you in the flooring world are aware of this tool, but most of us were not. And this took many, many thousands of dollars of losses and sleepless nights and frustration and friction to finally come across this. And what we're finding is blowing our minds. So we got to share it with everybody. So anyway, front door comes out, this tool comes out. Within here, there's another, if I can get this other door, there's a user guide up here and then more storage down here. So at any rate, set this on its back. No jack wagons in the house. What do I mean by jack wagons? No kids, no other contractors, no other pets. This needs to stay in its spot and not get disturbed, right? Doesn't need to be on a level surface, just can't be bumped. If it gets bumped, you got to start over. Which is minor, but again, let's get through this. So, measurement module, you would turn it on, and then we get to the floor, we're going to press and hold 0. Before we do that though, if we're doing, let's say for example, the living room, the hallway, 3 bedrooms, we want to pull enough of this out so that we have enough to get around through it. So we're going to pull it out and that unit can just sit and do its thing. And we would hit on. Okay, and it's going to zero itself out when it beeps. So it's zeroing itself out. And then just to show you how accurate it is, here is the user guide, about 20 pages. I'm going to move it over to here, and when it beeps, 0.21. So it's about 20-some pages or so of a user guide. That's how accurate this thing is. It has high precision mode, which is that 0.005 of an inch, or in the metric world, it's 0.1 of a millimeter. That's a 1/10 of a millimeter. That's a 1/10 of the thickness of typical luxury vinyl plank flooring, the backing in 2023 here. That's how accurate this thing is. So you're going to be able to go around and check and document these measurements, whether you're doing it on paper, whether you're using something like Measure Square, if you're using the software that comes with this or within the unit, you could quickly lay this out. And then you're going to also be able to very quickly say, hey, it's this much money to self-level this substrate. So we won't get into that. That's a whole different. I just want to do the quick start guide here. This has a 9-volt battery. It does tell you when it indicates that it's getting bad, or if this needs to be serviced. If there's something that needs to be serviced, well, every 2 or 3 years it needs to be serviced. You can calibrate it on your own, but if there's servicing, it needs to go in for that. But that says about every 2 to 3 years. Now you're done with it, you can turn it off, and you would put this against your thigh to wind it up, right? And so wind it up. Keep this thing inside the store, inside your home, wherever it's conditioned. Do not leave it in the van. Do not leave it in the measure vehicle. That's the high precision tool. Take care of it. Doesn't do well in those conditions. But again, for inside and for residential and for commercial applications, must-have tool. You can confidently check floor elevations and then very quickly get the volume of self-leveler you need if you need to proceed with that. So that's all I have for you today. What I would say what's really been eye-opening for us, we took it to one of our sites and we found that the floor was bad. We just quickly went away from click floor, went to an underlayment with a glued down product that the customer was okay with this rolling. And just like that, instead of refiguring, attempting to fix these floors, that's how quickly we got it. So it's just, you'll get lots more information. As I add videos, I'll put it in the description I'll get that link within the description and keep adding videos to videos. We need to get this out in the industry because it's an industry game changer. Because if the manufacturers want us 3/16 and 10 feet, we need to figure it on the front end. It can't happen after everything is tore out and after and after and after. It's not fair to the customer and not fair for the installation craftsperson who is not prepared for that extra X amount of hours. And then it really want to be selling this product, the right primer, the right leveler for that application. Sell it with the projects, with the materials is the better way, in my opinion, the smarter way to do this. In the industry, guys, we got to embrace this. This is wild. Again, I know we're only 3 weeks into this. From what we're seeing, it needs to get out there more. Thank you, and as always, practice presence, stay present, because right now is all we have. Right now. Make it a great day.